Hey guys, just thought I'd do a quick video on the Cade 900 S2 as it's coming up to its 2-year birthday since I've had this bad boy. It's gone pretty quick, to be honest, but yeah, 2 years with the Cade 900. Absolutely love it. The quality, everything to do with these tanks, the cabinet, just the whole look of the Cades. Awesome setups. Really happy with it. Had no issues. I would highly recommend a Cade fish tank to anyone that was looking to get into the fish tank market. Fantastic tanks. So yeah, Cade's going good after 2 years, can't complain. Coral all going good, fish are all good, everything's going good. For those that have watched a couple of my older videos will know that I have been talking about upgrading to a Cade 1200 this year, as the S3 is coming out in a couple of weeks. But unfortunately, there's no stock. There's no 1200 stock, so that's alright. I'm in no hurry to upgrade, to be honest. So whenever they do come in stock, we'll look at getting one. I have heard that the S3s are about $1,000 more than the S2, so that's something to think about if you were looking to upgrade to the S3. It's got some pretty good upgrades, but yeah, $1,000 more than the S2 is quite a lot. So yeah, we'll just keep soldiering on with the 900. It's been a few changes, mainly down in the cabinet here. So we have an Apex. So for those that know, I do run a lot of refactory gear in my tank. But for those that don't know, Refactory filed for bankruptcy in May this year. So basically, from what I've heard, they're looking for some companies to buy them out or whatever. No one knows what's happening with Refactory. And as a result, I've basically lost trust in the Refactory brand now. I can't rely on this brand that might not even exist in 12 months time. And I've spent a lot of money on my tank, on my coral, I've invested a lot into Refactory, but I can't rely on this brand anymore because there's so many issues going on now that I'm reading about, like spares. People can't get spares. There's no reagents in stock. I've recently removed my smart tester because there's no phosphate reagents in Australia. So it's stuff like that that pushed me to the Apex. So when I set up this 900 2 years ago, I originally wanted to go Apex, but there was distribution issues and you couldn't really get any stock in Australia, and that's why I jumped on the Refactory bandwagon, because I wanted to be able to automate the tank as much as possible. I wanted to be able to check my parameters basically from anywhere in the world. If there was an issue with the tank, like if I was on holiday, I wanted to get a notification so I could rectify it. With Refactory now, I can't rely on that brand anymore to do that. I mean, even the server here, this is the Refactory app, like this server could shut down tomorrow and then you're screwed. And all this Refactory gear just becomes an expensive paperweight. So I know there are distributors running this server at the moment, but I can't rely on that. And like I said, for me, it was just a no-brainer when I found out a couple of months ago that Apex was coming back into Australia. So yeah, Refactory, unfortunately, I've already removed 6 pieces of Refactory kit out of my tank because of that. So I ended up going with the A3 Apex Pro kit, and that comes with a 1 link. It comes with 3 probes, pH probe, ORP probe and temp probe. I did add a salinity probe as well. It comes with that, you can see this little ruler looking thing with the measurements. It's a liquid level sensor. So that basically monitors your sump water level, so if it goes above or below your recommended sump height, it sends you a notification. That's fantastic. Comes with this optical leak detector as well, so if say some water leaked out of your sump or whatever and goes underneath it, it sends you a notification. Just stuff like that. But yeah, so the Australian Apex kits don't come with energy bars. Apparently the energy bars are coming at the end of the year, but to be honest, I don't really need one with what I'm running. I mean, the one link here basically runs your Trident, your DOS pumps and your core pump anyway, so for, like I said, for what I'm running, it's pretty good. Pretty happy with everything at the moment. I also added this MXM module. So basically what that does, that connects to Mobius. So my Vectra S2 return pump, my 2 Radions and my 3 Neros all connect to the MXM, which connect to the Apex brain. And that's friggin' awesome. I mean, I can control any of those pieces of kit with my phone or on a computer, and that is fantastic. I couldn't even do that with Refactory. So it's stuff like that that just make the Apex such a good, the platform is just so good with what you can do. I also added a Trident, and that does, that tests my elk calcium and mag. It tests 4 times a day. So elk 4 times, calcium and mag 2 times a day. It's fantastic. Awesome piece of kit, so accurate. Really happy with it. And I also added this adaptive reef toggle box. This is mad. I managed to score this off a local reefer that was selling it. So basically you got 2 toggles, 4 switches, and you can set up this to program whatever you want. It's attached here by a cable to the brain. Yeah, awesome piece of kit. So like this first one here is my maintenance switch, so I flick it. If I flick that off, it turns off my return pump and my Neros. So like doing a water change, that's all you gotta do, up and off. Instead of having to go into the app, turn everything off, or your power board and flick everything off individually, one switch. So it's pretty awesome. The second toggle is just for the, turns off the return pump, so the Neros keep running. It's feed mode. I haven't set the others up yet because I've only had it like a week and I'm still just playing around with it. But the things you can do with that are friggin' awesome. So yeah, really happy with that. And the Apex at the moment, can't complain. So in Australia, also, because we don't have energy bars, you can get a Sentry power board, which is basically a energy bar clone. So you can pretty much do everything that energy bar does through a Sentry power board. And I know a lot of reefers in Australia run those and they have very successful tanks and they work fine. I believe it's not an official Apex piece of kit, but it still connects to Apex, if it makes sense. So in the back here, I've got a Refactory power board. It's a 4-way Wi-Fi plug, and that's got my skimmer and carbon reactor plugged in, so I can control those anywhere. I'll be replacing that with the Sentry power board, so then once that's installed and these 2 are connected, then I can add them to my maintenance switch to turn off the skimmer and reactor at the same time as the pumps and then, yeah, so that's just awesome. The things you can do with the Apex, unbelievable. Like, I used to talk up Refactory, but Apex is like next level, it really is. So yeah, and since installing the Apex, I've removed the base pump 5000, the cage keeper, smart tester, pH probe, salinity probe and temp probe out of my tank. I am gonna eventually wean off Refactory. Like I said, I just lost trust in the brand. All I have left running is the thermo control, which is my 2 heaters. That's, to be fair, that's been pretty bulletproof. It's one good thing about the Refactory gear that I do like. My 2 doses and the power switch. So that's all I have left running at the moment. I will admit though, when I set this Apex up, I was a bit overwhelmed. because it's a whole new world compared to the Refactory app, and there was a lot of YouTubing, there's a lot of reading on forums, but I got there eventually, and once I figured everything out and was just playing around with the app and stuff, it actually became quite easy. And I'm no IT guru, but it's pretty easy once you work it out, and it's quite fun to set up stuff and programs and schedule stuff. So really happy with the Apex Pro and the accessories that I've got with it so far. Can't really complain. Also, since I removed the Pax Bellin, I did notice, because I did have the reverse cycle schedule on my Pax Bellin, and ever since I removed it, my pH dropped. So it was dropping down to about 7.75, so I added this Aqua Forest air scrubber. This thing's awesome. It's just full of media, and this has kept my pH up around about 8.2, which is great. So the barb on top there, I just added a 10mm hose that goes through there into my skimmer. If I come around here, you can see I just have a little T-junction there, because the Mantis skimmers have 2 inlets. Most skimmers only have 1, but no, Mantis has 2. So I had to make this T up to get both inlets, and yeah, it's working great. So I originally did want it to go straight from the scrubber straight to the skimmer Venturi, but the hose, but I just couldn't tune it. It was noisy, and it was just getting really frustrating. I was turning the pump down, adjusting the pump, everything. I just couldn't get it quiet, and yeah, just didn't like it. So I put the hose back on, the silencer back on, and yeah, just made up that little mod, and it's going good. Really happy with it. And eventually I will just run the lines to outside into the fresh air, but for now it's going great guns. Can't really complain. But yeah, so those are the big changes to the Cade 900. 2 years on. Can't believe it. Anyway, so the corals are all going good. Here's my torch garden. Love my torches. I did have a dunk in there, but he was getting stung by the torches, and yeah, they killed him. I will get another one, but put him down lower probably. It's a little scolly garden. Love my scollies. My clam, it's doing good. My Blastos and Lobo. It's my elegance. My zoas are finally coming back to life thanks to my copper band. Killed with the Aptasia. Hammers are good. Bubble tips are still annoying me. I got rid of like 10 of these a month ago, and I'm pretty sure they've friggin' grown back. I like gremlins, these things. They just keep multiplying. But anyway, that copper band, awesome fish. He destroyed all my Aptasia. Love him. Yeah, apart from that, all the fishies are good. Hey, buddy. And yeah, the tank is running good, so I can't really complain. So that's about it for the Cade 900 S2. Feel free to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, would be muchly appreciated. I do like making videos, it's fun. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or whatever, feel free to write a comment. I always reply. So, oh, there he is, the Aptasia killer. Fantastic fish. Really loving my little copper band buddy there. Look at him just nibbling away. And he doesn't even need touch any of my corals, which is great. He just puts his little snout where he might think there's an Aptasia or something, and there he goes. But yeah, that's about it for now. So thanks for watching. Happy reefing.